Okay, so I'm going to show you how I make a mood ring, but it's not a ring, it's a necklace. So you need a bezel, and I'm just placing that on some heavy duty packing tape. And then I always start my UV resin necklaces with a clear layer no matter what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm using Let's Resin UV resin. I'm just getting all of it to the sides and trying to get out those pesky little air bubbles. And then I do a quick little once over with a flame, a torch, my bad, and then let that cure. So I'm going to paint this black now because the product I'm using suggests putting it on a black background. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I had this idea after I messed up. In the future, you'll see here, I should have done this on the back, or I should have sealed it, and you'll see why. But after it's clear, we're going to start adding our color changing liquid, I guess. So I will link this in the comments. It is a brush from Solar Color Dust, and you gotta like do small layers, and it has to be on a black surface. I'm using a heat gun to dry between layers because it suggests that you do 2 to 3 layers, and it did peel up my black paint there. So that's when I get the idea, like, I should have did this on the back. So I am doing the back of my necklace with the paint now, and I'm just going to seal it really quick and then flip it back over and continue with the Solar Color Dust paint. And I'm adding another layer of that, and once that's all spread out, I'm going to use my heat gun on a low setting, and you can see as it dries. And I'm doing another layer. I think I do 4 layers because I'm kind of like expecting it to change colors like when I'm using my heat gun, and it's not. So I think it's not working, but it is. But you'll see my last layer, guys. I get impatient. Make sure you keep your heat gun on low heat, and you'll see here. I think this is my last layer. I'm getting impatient. I put my heat gun on high heat, and you can kind of see where it burns. See those bubbles? I burned it, so don't do that. But then I touched it, and I realized it's working. Okay, I'm going to seal it with the last clear layer of UV resin. And I put it in the sun, and the sun is hot, and my hand is hot, and it's changing colors. It's not perfect because I did burn it. They tell you not to do that, but I was just too excited. Here's about 2 minutes sped up just putting it in the sun. Let me know what you think.